Hello, hello. It's wonderful to see you. So happy to be here. So happy to be back. So thankful that you're here with me. So, as you saw, we got some stuff done. I completely rearranged and fixed this wall right here. I didn't really have a whole lot of art hung up before. I don't even know if I have any before footage. But I digress. It is fixed. I do still want to put all of my moths into frames, but I haven't found any. That's a reasonable price. And another piece of art that's missing is my latest, which is Tea in the Garden. I also have to find a good frame for that. I do have those two frames over there. You can't really see them right now. I do have those two frames with some art prints in them. But for Tea in the Garden, I did paint really close to the edges at the top and at the bottom. So I feel like for that one, it needs some kind of a mat around it, if you will. I also really need to get into this business binder right here. There's some pages falling out. Ignore that. We really need to get into the business binder, kind of reorganize, come up with a better plan of action of how to use this thing. I've got to design some pages for that, but I need to come up with a better system. I've noticed the last year, maybe year and a half, somewhere around there, I think that I've overwhelmed myself so easily because nothing has been optimized in terms of my organization when it comes to what am I using the binder for, what am I using my notebooks for, what am I using Notion for. I've already kind of done some noodling on that, but in order for me to get this system working, we need to go to the dollar store, my favorite place on the face of the planet. So yeah, let's get ready. Let's go there, see what we find. I don't know how much filming I'll do in public, but I'll try. Yeah, but anyway, let's go. I cannot tell you how wonderful this candle smells. Anyway, I got this set of really cute notebooks. And then I have Big Boy right here and this. Now, I have so many of these notebooks. I've been using them for years. They're just the perfect size. I really love bound notebooks, but for functionality, I need them to have this kind of binding because I can sit them flat on my desk and reference them really easily. Them's all the notebooks. And I did find this frame. I'll be able to get Tea in the Garden in here and hang it up on the wall. Before we get to printing off all of these pages, I do have to go and feed Hankerus. Oh yeah, you guys don't know. Rue, my little turtle friend, is not a girl. Let's go and feed Hank, and then we can get into this. Hi. Say hello, Hank. The best of turtles. Is that my cute little baby little turtle? Yeah, he's a big boy. We named him Hank for Hanky Panky because we found out that he's a boy in the most obvious boy way. Right, Hank? Okay. He's like, you're embarrassing me.
His full government name, not that you asked, is Hank Rudel Archibald Mucklord, King of the Boglands. I'm really excited because I have big plans to give him a really good upgrade coming in the spring. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, there's Hank. Hank is bed. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to print off all of the pages that I already have done right now. And then I think I'm going to come up with like a proper list to make sure that all of my different systems, like I have it good to go. And now Audrey's zooming. Let's start printing out these pages and kind of really narrowing down what else we want in this business binder. I think I'm gonna add 2 other pages. One being like a YouTube content log, just so I can see like all of the videos that I'm doing without going into my YouTube studio. That way too, it's a reference for me that I can look back on and be like, oh hey, I've actually done stuff, because as you saw in my last video, which if you haven't seen it, It's somewhere up here. I was feeling really unaccomplished, but I actually did do quite a bit last year. So having this like YouTube content log, I feel like will be good for me, and also having some space for notes so that I can see if making certain videos is not good for my audience or not good for me or all of those things. But yeah, so I want to come up with a page like that. And then I thought another thing that would probably serve me well would be having like some kind of a quarterly review of my socials. Just having some kind of analytics going on a quarterly basis. Monthly would be way too overwhelming. Yearly feels like too long of a period. So I think quarterly is what we should stick to. I think I'm gonna get to work on designing those pages while it prints. Yeah, so that I can use my time as effectively as possible. So anyway, let's dive into that. I did get some of the work done creating these other pages. So this is what the YouTube content log is looking like. I just have like date, title, the content pillar it fits in, length, and then little notes about the video. And then here's what I have for my quarterly content review. Just some metrics and stuff. I'm not totally sure what I'm gonna put here. I think I might put like another notes section down here. I'm not sure, but that's as far as we've gotten for today. Kids are home. It's gonna get loud and crazy, and I gotta cook them dinner sometime soon. So I'm gonna go, and I'll see you tomorrow. That's how long it's been since I've made stickers. You saw nothing, tell no one. I got the mat. Mat has been acquired. There is the today to do. We have this one, which is going to be used for all of like my shop update prep, market prep, that kind of stuff. So I made this sticker, Operation Preparation, so future me doesn't panic. You want to know what? I really just need to make my own notebooks. That's a thing that I definitely should do. This one's my favorite, so it's the one that I want to start with. And there we go. Very yes. As you saw, I only made a sticker for one of these notebooks. Here's the thing, because I don't know what purpose these books are going to have, I'm not gonna spend too much time trying to figure it out, because maybe something will come about and I'll be like, oh, I need a notebook for that. And I will have all of these notebooks. Yeah. So they're just gonna be aesthetic and empty and cute and just sitting on my shelf up here. Now we need to get into the business binder. Okay, so section 1, we've got finance planner, market tracker. I have my inventory sheets here, and I also have my inventory here, but I think I'm gonna combine them and just create some like subsection kind of little sticky tabs. YouTube content log and quarterly content review. I definitely think that there's more refining that's going to go into the business binder, but I think that I've got a really good start for this little reset era that we're going through, and I'm very excited about the system that I've come up with now to try and keep me organized and keep me on track. We'll see how it plays out over the next couple of months, but I'm pretty confident as of right now. Also, I put Tea in the Garden in the frame, and It looks so good. So I do think that I want to hang it up in this little section right there. The original art that's hung, it will be revolving, obviously, if some of my pieces sell, and then new ones will go up, or maybe I just want to look at the newer ones that I've painted. I took a good, long, hard look at all of my art and just kind of whittled down to what are my themes when I'm creating. And there's two different themes that are also still really interconnected. There's my inner worlds portraits, which does have quite a lot of focus on nature, maybe surrealism, magical kind of stuff. And then there's other parts of my work, like my moths or Cup of Luck or Tea in the Garden, where it's all just very animal and nature based, but still with the whimsy kind of surreal-ish magical elements to it. So a lot of the work that I'm about to start doing all goes into my inner worlds portraits, whereas a lot of my previous work of 2025 was all stuff that went into my enchanted nature pieces. It was a very interesting thing to look at my art just from a business point of view. I kind of needed to review all of that and yeah, but anyway, now that everything has been kind of reset, we've got systems in place, everything is tidy and organized, we need to start drawing so that we can start painting, because I haven't painted in months, and that's what I need to start doing ASAP. So okay, I think we're gonna call that this video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I got my space and my life back together again. I'm feeling really excited and really motivated to just jump right in and start creating again. And I'm so excited to get my hands on some paint. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I'll see you next time. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.